What's good, y'all? Welcome to another video. This time we're doing a little style switch since we're usually doing like some guitar emotional stuff, but this time we're cooking some West Coast beats, man. If you're new to the channel, my name's Moonswitch and I'm a music producer from Central Europe. So recently I've been listening to the new music drops and I stumbled across Kalan's.FrFr new album, Make the West Great Again. Dude, that album's the bomb and I decided I need to make something in that style, you feel me? I got a taste for some West Coast today, so let's do this. Alright, so just so the video doesn't last like forever, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. I have already done the beat and I'm gonna walk you through the process. So, this was something new for me. I mean, even though I love West Coast and I've done a few West Coast beats before, but I have to tell you that every time I learn something new, I'm trying to like break down the song into like parts, right? So for me, the first thing in the beat was like the chord progression. So I started with this and I was like looking for the sound to do that with, and I came up with the flute because it kind of sounds kind of fluty, at least my reference track. So this is what it sounds like, chord progression that I have. You know, so took a flute, made some chords, and this is what I got. Alright, I basically layered that with another flute and then I reversed the chords from the original flute kind of chord progression and also put that, like stack that on top of that. So in the end it sounds actually kind of interesting, like give it a listen. Yeah, so yeah, that's a completely different outcome, you know. And as far as the melodic side goes, as far as the loops goes, well, I didn't really add much to it, to be honest. As I'm looking through it now, the only thing I've added, I think, was like this vocal kind of instrument from Omnisphere, and it sounds like this together. Nasty. Yep. I actually absolutely love like the tribal kind of sounding vocals, you know. So I like that stuttering kind of you know, sound to it. And pretty much for the vocal, for the loop, for the instrumental loop, that's it. I was just a little bit confused about like loop being so simple, but I was like, alright, let me just do something with the drums, start at least, because I didn't know where to go with like the instrumental parts. So I was like, let's try to put some drums in, maybe, you know, I'll get a clear shot at all that and I'll get an idea. So bass is very prominent in like my reference tracks, so I figured, okay, let's start with this one. And so I did this bouncy synth kind of bass. Right, sorry, my FL is just dying at this point. Just like I said, this is the bass, and it's also quite simple. It's just the bounce, you know, like tune 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 tune. So, you know, it's all about the bounce, I think. And I was like, okay, maybe it's just like too simple, so I added the counter bass. In some weird places, but it actually plays well together, you know. And I was like listening to the track and I was thinking, okay, this bass doesn't really hit as hard as it should. So what I did, I took and layered it with an 808. You know, so it just has a little bit more of a punch, of a bounce. Okay, so from there, I started actually filling in like the percussions and drums. Starting off with a clap because I think in West Coast there's like this characteristic like snap or clap type of sound, and I just made a very simple snap pattern, clap pattern to establish the bounce. So I started with this, but I quickly layered that with yet another clap. To give it that kind of aggressive, you know, kind of sound to it, you know, because like the clap alone was okay, but like when I layered that with like this snare, like that changed the whole sound. So from there, I just started filling in the blanks. Like I was thinking, what kind of, you know, more drums does it need? And obviously, I went with a kick. I pretty much just layered that with the bass. I'm lying to you, I did not. Although some parts, but I did the kick pattern, and that's how it sounds, man. Pretty simple, right? Just like I said, like the bounce, the groove is like the main part of it. I was trying to keep it simple, and because like I usually overcomplicate, but like, you know, when I have a reference track, I was just listening to it and I was like, dude, I mean, it sounds maybe complicated, but it's not. There's like a simple groove to it, and that's what moves you actually. That's the West Coast magic, I believe. So that was the kick. Then I just pretty much was filling in the blanks, and I went with like some open hat and some cymbal. Cymbal? I think that's how you pronounce that. Yet another sound, I do not remember what that is. Okay, yeah, the stomp. You cannot forget the stomp. So yes, added the open hat, the cymbal, and that's how it sounds. So yeah, just like I mentioned, I'm a little bit addicted to stomps. I tried not to overdo it here, although this is West Coast beat, so like the stomp is very popular. But still, I just like, as you can see, added like 2 stomps in one section. I mean, in one verse. So not too much. I was just trying to like, you know, sparingly use it. In general, you just have to bounce. I think it's legit. That's it for the verse, pretty much. So that was the verse, or the chorus actually, you know, you choose, but I was thinking about it being verse. And now for the chorus, I didn't really change much. I just added some Rhodes, which you can see here, and I added some piano in like high octaves. But it's really pretty much playing the same thing as the melody on the verse. Just I wanted to add like something, you know, new for the listener, so that when you go from the verse to the chorus, that something changes. You feel me? There's like a transition because like I deleted pretty much the whole drums. So basically, the only changes to the chorus are I added Rhodes, I added the piano in high octave, and I added this weird like percussion sound that I named as boom. Don't ask me why. And then just some synth, very, very, very low volume to just change something for the ear. That's how it sounds. And then one more snare roll, and we're hitting hard with the verse again. Okay, sorry for that. My computer cannot handle both the OBS running and the, you know, the whole project with all the ESTs and the effects running at the same time. But I'm gonna play the whole thing for you in a second because we are almost done. The only one thing left to mention, intro. which is just, I just found some vocal starter and I just chopped it up and thought it sounded cool. So this is like the intro. That's pretty much it. I think the beat turned out super fire. I'm going to play that for you in a second. Right, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun doing this actually. The new album by Kalan.FrFr is on fire. So I was like so inspired. I had to do something inspired by that. And well, this is what I've got. It has to be my best West Coast beat yet. That's for sure. You're about to hear that. But before you do, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, because that really motivates me and helps me to make more content, you know, more frequently. So yeah, definitely hit the notification bell, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on the next video. Without further ado though, this is the fire West Coast beat that I made for this video. Check it out.